Alright YouTube, what's going on? Coming back at you today with a gear review, and we're going to look at the Condor Recon chest rig. I believe I previewed this in another video, but I've actually had a chance to use the rig. Did a little bit of running and gunning, we'll call it jogging and gunning, and it worked really well. Really inexpensive piece of equipment that's actually really well made, I think. So to start, we'll just kind of go over the pockets and everything. We have your pistol mag pouches here. You have two right here in the front, two more right here. And these are adjustable, so they'll work with a lot of different types of magazines. And then you have like a double pouch here in the front, so you could actually carry 8 pistol mags if you wanted to. A lot of space. Now, this pouch I've added on the side, and we'll talk about that in a minute, but it does come with these pouches built in, and these are AR-15 mag pouches. Just going to show you how they work. It's real simple. They do have like the elastic if you want to put those over. I don't tend to, when I run it, I just run it like that because they're easy to get out. But you can, if you were actually using this in the field and you wanted to make sure your mags didn't come out, you can use those tabs. So those work really well. So they work great for AR mags. That's what they're designed for. Haven't used them with AK mags. I don't have any AK mags. Well, I do have one, but it's like this gigantic 40-rounder piece of I do have some more AK mags coming because I do have an AK coming. But, so you got those mags, so you can hold up to 6 AR-15 mags, 8 pistol mags, plus you have MOLLE attachment points here on the side. You could add another mag pouch, which is what I did. I added this. This is actually designed to carry, I believe, 8 AR-15 mags, because you can easily fit 2 in there and then another there, so that's 3, 6, 9. Yeah, so 9 AR mags. So what I use that for, though, works really well for my 10-round mags for my shotgun, the MK1919, and it works really well for that. Those fit in there great. So I can run this. So this chest rig has a lot of space. You can obviously add like a med kit here if you wanted to. You could add whatever kind of MOLLE attachments, a knife, whatever. You also got, see, I added 2 here. And this one kind of just hangs over the side, which isn't a big deal. Works just fine. You also have a pouch here in the back, right there. And yeah, that's pretty much sums that part up. Now, one thing that's really good about this plate, or this chest rig, got a flashlight, is a couple things that I really like about it. First, these detachable clasps work really well. They're really high quality clasps. They're not like cheap. They get in there really well. You have detachable clasps here as well. If you need to get rid of this, dump this rig fast, you could. Another thing I like is, well, this is the back strap. And this got all kinds of like messed up from my last outing. But you have these shoulder straps, and then in the center of the shoulder strap, you have this little hook and loop right here. So what you do, once you get this adjusted to your size, you can run those through there and then hook that there, and they stay secure. That way your adjustments, it doesn't really move too much. I mean, it moves a little bit, but stays good. Now, one thing I will say about this is that I have a pretty broad chest and shoulders, so I think I wear like a 46 to 48 inch suit coat, so I'm a little more broader in the shoulders and stuff, and this is like on the very tightest settings on everything for me. So kind of keep that in mind. If you're a really slim guy, this might not be the best for you. It may not work very well. I've got it, like I said, adjusted down pretty much as tight as you can go on these, and it fits me a little loose still, which is good if you're going to be running a lot more gear. If you have a jacket, if you have things like that on, it's going to be better for that. Now the waist clip, or waist belt, the I don't even know what to call this right now. The waist strap, there we go. It has the same kind of adjustability, and you can use these same little things. I will say, though, that after running this for 3 sessions, about, well, we'll call them 3 different drills, this has come loose. And this really doesn't fit tight me around my waist. I have a 34-inch pant size, so kind of keep that in mind. It's got, you can see I've got it tight. Move the camera a little bit. I've got it as tight as I can get it. as far as I can. I've been messing around. I messed around with this quite a bit before I wore it. So I've got all this extra slack here, and you can see it overlaps the buckles. So they made this, I think, in mind that you would actually be having a lot of, you know, extra gear on, so you would actually, you know, have that adjustability. But I found it's a little large. It works just fine, and it didn't come off or anything. It was comfortable to wear, and I'm going to roll in some footage here in a second, actually using it in a couple different drills I did. But that's my only, I would say, complaint, is that they made it to be really large. So I think what they did is they, you know, obviously it's not like it's in a one size fits all, so they made it to try to fit a broadside of people. Unfortunately, they made it like on the larger side. So if you're a big guy, you're gonna have no problems with this. If you're a slimmer, you know, average size male, you may have some issues, but it's adjustable, so you can mess around with it. I can't seem to get it any tighter than I have, and I mean, it works. Like I said, it's not coming off. It's comfortable to wear. It's not like it's bouncing all over the place. I mean, it does its job. So for the money, it's really hard to beat. I mean, you can pick these up for less than $50. I think I got mine for $35 on Amazon. I'll have to double check. I'll put a link in the description how much I paid. This is the dark earth color. They also had a bunch of different camo colors, plus OD green, black. So they had a lot of different options for this chest rig. But I wanted to get a chest rig for a lot of different reasons. One, for when I do drills with my AR and pistol, it's really nice to have the mags up here, have the mags accessible instead of having a ton of crap hanging off your belt. This distributes the weight a lot better, I think. Well, and I also forgot to show you, it's got this pocket inside. So it's got this pocket on the back that I showed, it's mesh, and it's also got this pocket on the inside. So you've got a lot of space on this thing. I mean, you could carry quite a bit of stuff. You can carry some documents, you know, things like that, whatever you need to. So, but I also wanted to have something like this to grab it and go. I usually keep it loaded with this AR mags that are loaded, and some of my pistol mags that are loaded. So if I had to grab it and go in a SHTF type scenario, you know, I've got it ready to go to roll. I can just throw it on. So that's going to be the review so far. Like I said, I'll roll in some footage of the you know, doing some shooting with it, using the different mag pouches. But these are built in. A lot of people like the ones that are not, so you can add your own. But you've still got, you know, 3 rolls of MOLLE there. You've got 3 rolls of MOLLE on this side, so you can add quite a bit. I mean, like I said, I added these. They work really good for my shotgun mags, and it was perfect. So, and you'll see some of that footage in the video. All right, guys. So we'll roll in that footage, and we'll come back to the desktop or the tabletop. Alright, so last drill we're going to do today, we're going to work on a little AR-15, but this is my M&P 1522. Good trainer gun. You don't have to use 223. At these steel targets, I wouldn't shoot 223. You're really not supposed to shoot any steel target past, I think, 50 plus yards, maybe even 100 with the AR-500. I did forget my sling for this, which sucks, but what I've done is I've loaded up the mags. I've got 6 magazines. They're all only loaded up to 10 rounds, that way I can practice on reloads. I've also got my sidearm, which is a Walther P22, and I need to grab my mags, but I'm going to transition to sidearm too. All doing this with rimfire, so you can do this on the cheap, you know, when you can find 22 ammo. So let me grab those mags, and we'll get started. I got one in the gun, put the others in the pouch here. So far I'm liking this chest rig quite a bit. I feel like it's more of like a stomach rig than a chest rig, but it needs to be a little tighter on me. But let's do this. on the tabletop. So you can see in the video, the footage I rolled in, I ran it with a shotgun, worked really good for that. I ran it with my M&P 1522, didn't have my AR with me that day, so I simulated that with the 1522. Works great for those mags, and works great for the rimfire mags, 1911 mags, the PPQ mags. So it's a very versatile system. Works really well. It made the drills a lot more fun. You know, fumbling around with stuff. You had all that right there on your chest, really accessible. So I still prefer a holster on my hip, just because I've trained more like that instead of having a holster on the rig. I could get a holster right there. Condor makes a good one. You can throw a pistol in. I may try that. I tend to like it on the hip a little bit better. But alright guys, I think that's going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for the thumbs up, and we'll see you next time.